Well, what is up, everyone? It is another hour. Not really an hour. This is not going to be an hour long, but it is Juice with Jerry. And Jerry is our new high school pastor. If you don't know that yet, parents, that is why we are doing this video. It's going to be on YouTube, so you can send your kiddos to YouTube to watch it. You're watching it hopefully because you're reading the parent email that I'm sending out. But I wanted to do this video so you could introduce yourselves, or Jerry could introduce him to you. You know what I mean. And so, Jerry, tell our parents and our students a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and just your family.
Yeah, so originally grew up in northeast Oklahoma, a little bitty tiny town called Inola.
Very tiny.
Yeah, more cows than people. That was a big deal. And then went to college at A&M and finished up back in Oklahoma. Married for 11 years. This December we have 3 boys, 6, 3, and 1. So our house is always super clean and tidy and quiet all the time.
I need your nanny. Or
there is
whatever.
not blood on the walls anywhere or anything like that. So
pretty good.
So really just kind of grew up in a small town and then kind of went to school and really just was shocked and trying to figure out how to navigate a large town. So I had a good time growing up and playing football and all that jazz.
Football, that is, football's the second to God, maybe first, depending on who you ask here in Texas. And so that's why we Oklahomans, we come down here and show them, what
how
really
to actually,
matters.
Exactly,
yeah,
right?
No,
Exactly.
We're just kidding, kind of. But okay, Jerry, tell us a little bit about why student ministry, maybe your story, a little bit of how you got into student ministry, and just what your passion and desire for students is.
Yeah, so it's a pretty basic thing. My philosophy of ministry, my desire for ministry, is to help make disciples by influencing the heart, the head, and the home. And so my desire is to help students. Obviously, there has to be a life change for that to happen. So there has to be a surrendering of the heart to Christ. And then that should change the way that you think and the way that you interact with people. And then whenever I say home, obviously some people don't have a great home life. Most likely, if parents are sitting here watching this video, the student has a good home life. But let's be honest, there are a bunch of students that don't. And so when they hear the word home, they don't have a good relationship there. But that word home really, whenever I'm saying it, means whatever your sphere of influence is, whether that's your schoolmates, whether that is people that you work with or people that you're friends with or anybody that you come in contact with on a regular basis is your sphere of influence. And so I want to help students make disciples within their sphere of influence, at home, at work, at school, wherever that is. And that really kind of came from just what happened to me in my time in student ministry as a kid. My student pastor had a massive impact in my life. My youth group did. And so really I grew up wanting to make the same kind of impact in the lives of others that my student ministry had on me. And so I started off with a little small church when I was going to school, and God really grew me and showed me different ways of doing ministry, and then just ended up at a church in Oklahoma where you and I met on the Falls Creek board, and then was serving, and then you gave me a call and were like, hey, want to come to Houston? And I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it.
Sure, let's go.
So I just really want students to have a heart for the Lord, and for that to overflow into the lives of the people around them.
That's good, man. And so, let me ask, as a parent, we're both parents, we don't have teenagers yet, but as they're watching this, how do you see, or how are parents important in what we do in student ministry?
Oh, absolutely vital. Absolutely vital. I cannot stress that enough. Parents, you have way more time with your students than Dakota and I have. You should be one of the main disciple-making tools in the lives of your students. And Dakota and I, our job is to come alongside you and partner with you and do that however we can. And so I would love to sit down and have lunch with you, or go to coffee, take you to get some coffee, and just work out, hey, what does that look like in your home? What do you need from Dakota and I to be able to partner with you and really help your student move and grow in their faith, and help them impact those around them. the time factor is just so significant. Teachers at school and parents, like parents just have this massive amount of time. But oftentimes, I mean, I know as a parent myself, even with just 6-year-old, how do I leverage that time to help my child come to know Christ and then eventually grow in Christ? And then obviously the ultimate goal with us here at West is for them to go. And so, helping them know, grow, and go are these factors that we want to have. And we want to help you as parents do that, because we're secondary to their impact. So.
Yeah, that's good. And that's what I've been telling them. And so parents, that was unscripted. That's great. And, for you as parents, what you need to hear about that is, we really at best have maybe your kids 2 hours a week, and you have more than that. And so that's our heart's desire. We want to partner with you and do whatever it takes to partner with you. So Jerry, let's kind of wrap it up, but just a few fun things. If you could tell maybe for our students that are watching, if you could tell a 15-year-old you 2 things, knowing now, hindsight's 2020, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
You're not gonna get the car you want. Listen, man. I didn't get my SS Camaro until I was like 22, right? And that was just like saving up and then driving to Idaho to try and get one, right, for cheap. That was also a fun trip. And then also, when you get whatever car, don't speed in front of highway patrolmen and then try and cut a corner going the wrong way down a road to avoid a stop sign on a backcountry road at a 35 mile an hour and end up with 4 tickets within 2 weeks of getting your license. So there's a fun story behind that. I may or may not tell later, but don't do it.
Well, that's good. I think what you've learned from this, parent or student, don't ride with Jerry. That's at least what I've taken from this. All the other stuff, I don't care, but that I care about. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen, I'm okay now, right? Like I haven't had a ticket. Haven't had a ticket since I was in college. So.
Oh well, you should not have said that. Anyways, well, we're glad that you're watching this, parents. He's knocking on wood. Come see us this Sunday. We're excited to have you at Bible study. Parents, swing in here. We want to talk to you, and we want to introduce you to Jerry. And if you haven't met me yet, come see me. But don't forget, this Sunday is a great opportunity to meet us. We're having our Christmas meeting where we're going to talk about how you can help volunteer, be a part of Christmas at Second. We are providing an awesome Christmas experience for free to the community here around us, and so we need your help. And so we'll see you Sunday. And Jerry, thanks. We're excited.
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends.